phase 3, the extensions of non-physical, like the eye cell, the RNA drops, ion on the radio, interacting with you, texting with you, creating anomalies with you. That is at least, participation is at least quadrophenic. Now I have on my chart, I've got paranoia in the first quadrant, the LaRouche or holeopathic radio quadrant, and then I've got schizophrenia in the McLuhan or holeopathic television quadrant, and then I have hysteria in the William Irwin Thompson quadrant or the holeopathic computer quadrant, and then I've got panic in the Arthur Croker satellite squared quadrant. Then I have ecstasy in the Bob Dobbs anthropomorphic physical quadrant. So those 5 emotions, intensities, paranoia, schizophrenia, hysteria, panic, and ecstasy, all those emotions and reactions are evoked by ion, interacting with ion. So you learn to juggle your schizoid response, your 15 seconds of panic, your 5 seconds of paranoia, your 5 years of ecstasy, and whatever I left out, schizophrenia or hysteria, a few more seconds of that. So the juggling of these interactions as you judge what ion's doing to us, what it's saying, what the implications of its intervention are, that's the participation. So it's not a hot, which is generally a detached reaction, as McLuhan defined it. It's not a cool, a very involved reaction, this was Marshall's definition of involvement. The hot, the detachment, and the involving aspects of hot and cool, as McLuhan defined it, become split up into 5 variables. Paranoia, which is kind of like a detachment, but still involved. Schizophrenia is like a detachment, but still involved. Hysteria is detachment, but more involved. Panic is more involved. Ecstasy is very involved. So you seem to have hysteria, panic, and ecstasy are intense, involving experiences, cool, but they can be hot. And then you have schizophrenia and paranoia, or slightly implied detachment, so they're cool. They're hot. So you mix the hot and cool, square it, break it into 5 parts. That's how you participate. You will inevitably participate with ion that way. You get the ecstasy from the products. Then you wonder, what is going on with me? Why is everybody hysterical about this and that, and you're not feeling that hysterical? So that's the best way to explain participation with ion, is to learn to put on these intensities. Pretend you're hysterical when ion shows up. Pretend you're panicking. Pretend you're schizophrenic. Don't have to pretend ecstasy, that's a given. So that's what I would suggest, is explore all your emotional excitements and intensities. Ion is here to evoke that. See, you could even get bored with ion, then you get mad, then you get paranoid that ion's making everybody else believe him and you don't believe him anymore, and you're pissed off, you become paranoid. Well, that's a reaction to the ion phenomenon. So you learn to explore yourself. It's a kind of yoga, interactive, speech-based, video-based, all your senses-based. Not just trying to, as in yoga, leave the sensory domain and go somewhere. Go inner, go to the proprioceptive, go to other dimensions. Now that also includes this participation, paranoia, when you actually experience a parallel world travel. You've got to calm yourself. You've got to prevent yourself from getting hysterical. So that Marshall McLuhan's hot and cool is very simple compared to where we are today. Ion works with a more complex, more complete human being today. Marshall also was using hot and cool satirically. It was a satire. He used cool to satirize the hot people, and he used hot to satirize the cool people. Never the twain will mix. So, this is all quadrupled, quadraphenically with the ionic experience. And ion is itself modulating the cloud, so that's a chip body. It provides products that stimulate the chemical body. It is the traditional astral body, and it provides humor like the TV body. And then it reveals mystery landscape events which become the known mystery body. So it's natural to be hysterical, panicking, ecstatic, schizophrenic, and panic when interacting with Dobstown/Eindom. That's why it's the most exciting, most unpredictable radio experience you can have. And it's best to engage with it, become an actor. Don't react, act.